In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum. I never thought in my life that Donald Trump's visit would end up becoming one of the worst visits in American history. Trump went to China along with nearly 16 CEOs, and the shocking situation is that China refused to make any kind of agreement. Just imagine, the Trump 11 summit ended without any major deal being announced, and Trump left there waving his hand with disappointment clearly visible on his face. It is now very clear that the Chinese president warned Trump, saying, "First we will see your actions and intentions." Because while sitting there, Trump had already announced that he was preparing to attack Iran. At the same time, reports were coming that Israel was also preparing for attacks once Trump's visit ended. So in such a tense situation, who would make a deal with America? Today China clearly stated that if any attack happens against Iran, they will not tolerate it under any circumstances and are prepared to go to the last limit against America. They made it clear that they would not accept such actions. In these tense conditions, with fears of an oil crisis, the warnings China gave Trump became a very serious development. International media is now saying that despite 16 CEOs accompanying Trump, the visit turned into a disaster. America failed to secure rare earth elements or any major economic breakthrough. Chinese companies are facing bans, tensions are rising everywhere, and the visit ended without even a single significant agreement for Trump. You can say it looked like he only went there to drink tea. Trump reportedly asked China to pressure Iran, but China instead told America to end its sanctions and blockades. This has become a huge challenge for America, which now feels increasingly isolated in this entire geopolitical conflict. Trump also complained that Chinese satellite companies were helping expose U.S. military positions. China responded by saying, "You should not have started this war in the first place." They blamed America for pushing the world toward destruction and said China would not tolerate it. The level of tensions was so high that no major deals were signed, not even regarding rare earth elements. After 8 years, Trump visited China again, yet there was not a single major announcement that people would remember. So people are asking, what exactly was discussed there? China has not forgotten the tariff wars. The Chinese president had already told his people to increase domestic production and reduce dependence on American markets. China openly said, "You ban our products, impose tariffs on us, and still expect cooperation from us?" That is not possible. This deeply frustrated the American side. The situation now appears extremely challenging for the United States. America increasingly feels isolated and fears that China may openly enter future conflicts. Trump reportedly wanted China to invest $1 trillion in the U.S. economy, but China refused that too. China also warned America regarding Taiwan, calling it a red line and saying that crossing it would bring destruction. Iran remained one of the most discussed issues during the visit. Trump kept insisting that Iran must never obtain nuclear weapons and asked China to play a role. China replied by asking America a direct question, "When are you ending this war?" Trump reportedly had no answer.